Dear President Trump, the power to fix America's health crisis is in your hands. One signature can change history. Mr. President, in 1996, Bill Clinton signed Section 704 of the Telecommunications Act into law, silencing Americans and stripping local governments of the power to protect their citizens from wireless radiation exposure. This unconstitutional law has led to a chronic disease epidemic, skyrocketing rates of neurological disorders, cancer, metabolic disease, and infertility. You, and only you, can reverse this with the stroke of a pen. The hashtag Trump Repeal 704 is the movement to restore constitutional rights, public health, and local control over wireless infrastructure. How Section 704 created America's chronic disease crisis. Local governments are banned from blocking cell towers on health grounds. The FCC, run by industry insiders, sets outdated safety limits that ignore modern science. Wireless infrastructure has been placed near schools, homes, and communities with no oversight. The National Toxicology Program found clear evidence of cancer from cell phone radiation, and the government shut down its research instead of acting. The chronic disease explosion in America, ADHD, autism, cancer, metabolic disorders, all align with the rapid expansion of wireless radiation following the 1996 law. Repealing Section 704 is not just about policy, it is about saving lives. The constitutional crisis. Americans are silenced. Section 704 violates the First Amendment by making it illegal for citizens to challenge wireless expansion based on health concerns. It violates the 10th Amendment by stripping state and local governments of their power to protect their own communities. It prioritizes telecom profits over the safety of the American people. Americans should never be silenced from protecting their children. Repealing Section 704 restores our constitutional rights. The science is clear: wireless radiation harms public health, neurological disorders, ADHD, autism, and cognitive decline. Wireless radiation disrupts calcium ion channels, critical for brain function. Studies confirm higher rates of ADHD and autism in children exposed to RF radiation. Long-term exposure impairs memory, learning, and cognitive function, cancer, and cellular damage. The National Toxicology Program's $30 million study found clear evidence of cancer. Wireless radiation triggers oxidative stress, DNA damage, and immune suppression, metabolic and reproductive disorders. Wireless radiation interferes with insulin signaling, contributing to diabetes. Studies confirm reduced sperm quality and infertility risks. Mr. President, America is suffering. Repealing Section 704 will allow us to finally address these health risks. What you can do, Mr. President. Step 1. Issue an executive order to repeal Section 704. Restore local control over cell tower placements to protect schools and communities. Force Congress to recognize the public health consequences of unregulated wireless expansion. Step 2. Enforce Public Law 90-602. Restart the National Toxicology Program's wireless research. Require the FDA and FCC to update RF safety standards based on modern science. Step 3. Lead the fight for safe technology. Invest in Li-Fi, light-based wireless technology, to replace harmful microwave radiation. Support space-based telecom solutions to reduce ground-level RF exposure. Push for safe antenna designs that minimize radiation exposure. Mr. President, you built your campaign on protecting American lives. This is your moment to prove it. Final thoughts. America needs you to lead. This is not just about technology. This is about public health, constitutional rights, and the future of our children. Mr. President, you have the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to fix what Bill Clinton broke. You have the power to reverse decades of corporate overreach and restore the health of millions. Repeal Section 704. Enforce Public Law 90-602. End the wireless radiation cover-up. Mr. President, history is watching. Will you be the leader who puts America's health before telecom profits? Join the movement. Hashtag Trump Repeal 704. The American people are ready. Are you? Visit RF Safe to learn more.